Hello, hello, what's up? Lone Wolf in here, and my brother with it.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, and wait, hold up, let me turn the AC off. I'm not sure everyone can hear the AC, but anyways, yeah, huh, we're doing this little, anyways, crap, let's see here, let's do. On today's topic of People of the Empire, we are talking about whether or not Smash Bros. Is considered a fighting game. Um, and to be honest, as a little bit of heads up, I'm actually one of the people who believe that it is a fighting game. However, there are other people out there, or well, not sure the minority or majority that that believe that it is. So, anyways, before we start, I'm going to play devil's advocate over here and say that and voice the problems that people are that pe- voice the opinions of the people who don't believe it as a fighting game. With it here will actually voice the opinions of the people who believe it is. And yeah, we both got that right. Hmm. Anyways, wait, Rob, you there?
Oh,
Okay. Just to make sure. Anyways, is yeah. Let's get down to it. Anyways, one of the things people hate about the game is that that it's one of the people that one of the people who don't consider it a fighting game is the power ups, such as the mallets, the home run bat, whatever. And it's nothing like that in a fighting game, you know. Keep in mind, I'm just reading this off of PCMag.com right here. Hmm.
um, so would you like to know my opinion on the Super Mario 64? Excuse me, Smash Brothers
Yeah.
debate? Um, I think it's a fighting game.
Okay.
I, I don't know. It's like what
I'm just
what
giving.
makes it different? Like so many there's fighting games that are like different. And this is just one of those different fighting games. Like it's like what exactly is the line between whether it's a party game or a fighting game.
Yeah.
It's the only difference between like this game and like let's say a traditional fighting game is that you have like 4 player plus like free for alls and where anybody can like play against each other, but it's not like a party game. I feel like a party game is like Mario Party, like it says party in it, Mario Party, stuff like that, where there's like a bunch of like mini games and people like, you can't people can't just be good at any one thing. There's like so many different games and people like, party and play with it. But like Smash Brothers, like people are like the characters are fighting each other. Like the verb fight is the part of the game. The only thing that's different is that you don't have your traditional like combo list like in Tekken or like Street Fighter or whatever. Or well, really in Tekken has like a whole like chain command of like freaking like inputs that like allow you to do like a bunch of different stuff. Or like it's not like in this traditional like
Hmm.
sense like again like a Tekken or a Street Fighter or Soul Calibur whatever. It's much different in that regard, but like beyond that it's still fighting. It's just a different style of fighting. I don't know why people would say that it's a party game.
Yeah.
You can use it. The parties is a lot better of a party game to have in parties than Street Fighter 4 and whatnot, because more people can play versus two people sitting there like, "Ugh." You can have like you can have like everybody playing instead of waiting on the side. But yeah.
Agreeable. Hmm. Right now. Let's talk about the points that people have right now. One of it being that about the power ups and the stage hazards are not traditional fighting game things. Hmm. Other than that, there's also the fact that you don't dwindle a character's life bar with your attacks. You just take down. You just build up the damage meter. Also, going back to what you said about four-player mode, I remember like there's another video game that does have four players in it and still considered a fighting game.
Oh, which game?
Power Stone 1 and 2 for the Dreamcast is a Capcom fighter, also known as Arena Fighter, which is the only Arena Fighter games I can think of. Which is kind of actually interesting because sweet. Mm, interesting because it's actually like it kind of reminds me of games. I forgot what game it was, name of the game, but there's actually this TMNT game for the GameCube that is kind of similar to it. I forgot the name of it, but you remember, right?
For the GameCube, TMNT?
Yeah, I think it's called Out of a Shell or something, or Out of Shadows.
Uh, hmm. I can't think of it, unfortunately.
Okay. Hmm. Anyways, there are some things like the whole health bar thing. Hmm. So, but however, I believe the whole damage counter thing actually makes it more unique. It actually it makes it stand out from any other game, and the fact that people believe that knocking your opponent off the stage isn't like any other fighting game. To me, Smash Bros. Is kind of unique, even though oh, its creator, I'll get to that point in a minute, it doesn't believe to be that much.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, another some fighting games you can knock the opponent off out of the arena.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of so I know it's not like exactly like a one-to-one like comparison, but like the other fighting games like I think Virtua Fighter is one of them, Soul Calibur in in certain stages. You can
Mm,
knock people out of the arena and Dragon Ball Z Budokai there in certain stages you can get a ring out. And that's kind of similar to like what Smash Bros does, except like that's the whole purpose is like you're trying to like knock them out of like the arena. A different system of winning, but
yeah.
it's still I think the main point stands that the main verb is fighting. You're not activating switches to grab like a certain amount of like coins or mushrooms in order to be the top dog in like a particular game, or participating in, like racing mini games. Like yeah,
Mm. Anyways, also another fact that people point to it not being a fighting game, it was straight from the horse's mouth. Masahiro Sakurai.
I think he says a party game.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. He also said that it might not be a fighting game, but to each his own. But we can also have our own debate about that. So, but anyways, yeah, people can. We can. I still believe it is a fine game though, even if he doesn't actually say it. Hmm, it is. But what do the audience think? What do they think about whether or not it's a fine game? Because it's actually because to me Smash Bros is kind of interesting because it's pretty much any other game out there. Not any other game out there. Just it's pretty much the most. It's a literal definition of term fighting game. You beat the crap out of somebody. But till they killed or something. I don't know. Get beaten up or whatever. But who knows? If you're a fighting game purist, that is fine. But other than that, it's insane, right? Now I'm just trying to fill in time. Uh, we're 10 minutes in. Anything else to say?
No, I don't have anything else to add
Oh,
to
okay.
the argument. I think all in all, Smash Brothers is very unique. I think that's the charm of it. There's nothing else really out there like that. You do have their subtle copycats, but like Mario, like rather, Smash Bros is the only one with its own appeal that like
Yeah.
has managed to
And there's also
last the test
PlayStation
of
All
time.
Stars.
Well, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
pretty much mentioning when I said, subtle copycats.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo or Smash Bros is the only one that's lasted the test of time.
Okay. Well, anyways, we're in or 11 minutes. Okay. Uh, yeah. Let's get over to the news segment. All right, and we have three pieces of news. One of them is something that made me face palm so much. I know you don't like talking about politics. I know that, but this is just plain stupid. A couple of days ago, Trump held a meeting. One of the doctors says is use disinfectant and stay and whatnot for the disease. And Trump, he said, well, let's have people inject themselves with disinfectant.
Well, that's not what he said. Sorry to mention you. That's not what he said. The
What do you say?
I, well, let's pull up the quote. But I will say he didn't. He didn't straight up say inject yourself with disinfectants. Ugh.
Because I'm just talking about how a lot of people have said and other companies like Lysol have talked about it.
I wish I could pull up the video,
No, don't
but
inject disinfectant, outcry over Trump musing.
like what he did say, I think either way, what he said is kind of dumb. But what he said was, how like disinfectants they killed the viruses on like surfaces and whatnot really quickly. He was wondering if could be something like that that you could inject and perhaps like almost work as a cleansing. He wasn't he wasn't saying that people should inject themselves with disinfectant. I think his dumbass thought that medical experts or whoever could come up with a solution to like they could come up with a freaking like a cleaning solution, not a disinfectant in a typical sense, but like some sort of like I don't know, like something that some solution or cure that you could just inject yourself with that would help get rid of the virus as is in your body. But I don't, he wasn't suggesting to inject yourself with like Lysol, Clorox. I think regardless, what he says is kind of dumb, but to think something could work that easily as to like inject